comet-sized objects strike the planet. They off-gassed whatever's in the atmosphere that helped increase the temperature, and then caused huge sections of the bedrock to shove upward. Hello everyone, Thranxes here. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Oof, that was a near miss. Still running strong. Episode 209, actually. Oof, really getting up there. Look at that fast loading screen. We don't even have to cut those anymore. But we are in an uncharted system. Back here yet again. We have discovered a few of these planets. Let's go to our discoveries page. We actually have only discovered 3, right? And we have 2 unknown planets and an unknown moon. This system, I believe we are going to fully explore before we depart. And then at some point, it is going to be time to do some base building. Ooh, a low atmosphere planet. In this neat little... I guess that would be a sea foam, the sea foam nebula. I sort of like this color of this system. Do we want to land on the dark side of this planet? How intriguing. Let's do that. Let's land on the night side of this low atmosphere planet. And then we can just assess, you know, what the terrain is like once we get there. $20 seconds to go. Nope, that would be the incorrect button. We're not looking at those. Instead, we're just going to throw a little bit of pyrite in the tank. Still on the night side. This is going to be interesting. Okay, there is some atmosphere, enough for us to generate heat on our heat deflectors. A relatively flat surface is what it looks like. Oh no, these little... No, that is relatively flat. Even though we know that these... Look at this. So there are like little nodules, these little rocks and such sticking out of the sand, but this is kind of eerie. There's like really not much here at all. Let's land. Silent weather. Oh, and we're on the dark side too. No, this is relatively flat. I mean, by comparison to some of the other planets, and not just low atmosphere planets, but really any planet, this is really, really flat. You could just tell, so here, we'll go up to this highest point, sort of on this rock, and I'm not sure what these are. These almost look man-made, like structures maybe? Oof. Look at that jetpack boost. And you can just tell there's not large points where you look up. Oh, why are we trying to recharge all of these things? Alright, recharge. There we go. But you're not like looking up at the terrain at any point. You're just sort of looking flat out. That, you know, I just noticed that mouse seems a little... Oh, here it is. Mouse smoothing? Let's try a little bit more, maybe. Okay, that's a little better. Try not to be quite so herky-jerky with it. Not part of that problem, maybe. The pad. So from far away, it looks like the mining beam has been significantly reduced on its effects from far away. Which makes sense, but then ultimately we still got what we wanted, didn't we? Look at this. It's just silent and dark. It's just a pale green sky. Oh, look at here. Oh, there is an egg. We do have to kill monstrosities, don't we? Yeah, but there's not much to gain by doing it here. If we're gonna... No, let's do it. We're here. There you go. Come on. Hey, how's that? How's that working out for you? Yeah, reload. There you go. Just jump in my face. It's okay. Well, we're really putting it to him. This isn't as bad as I thought. I feel like I should have completed the quest by now, but I'm not hearing the quest music. Come on now. It's okay. Don't be shy. There's plenty more ammunition for everyone. Wow. We're just putting them down. Okay, swarm subsiding. I'm out of here. Are you going to show me a... Sites near abandoned buildings. Has to be near abandoned buildings. Oh, it says mission targets in another system. Oh, they wanted me to go to a specific place? Yeah, we'll see if that happens. Keep holding your breath. Let's go back to enjoying the galaxy, shall we? Alright, before we can leave this system and head on back to do some base maintenance, really we need to explore all of the stuff in this system. But what I want to see before we leave is what the day side of this planet feels like, because I have a feeling it's going to be significantly different. And this will also give us an idea if the terrain varies any on this side. Well, it looks like it does a little bit. Oh, it's not nearly as flat over on this side. I think these look really neat. Oh, we could do that. Oh, wow. That's pretty neat. Let's see some filters on that one. That artistic almost looks cool. That one's not too bad. It's a little dark, but... Alright, and then we have to get one of the star of the system, just because I like that. I like these horizon shots like this. Alright, and then we're done with it. I don't even think we're going to land. There's really not a need to. So there should be one planet left and one moon left. Let's survey. There we go, undiscovered planet. Looking at a scalding planet with ancient bones and aggressive sentinels. Yeah, okay, sure. Pulse jump activate. A hot planet with aggressive sentinels. That's sort of interesting. Oh, you know what I realized? This is an uncharted system. That's right. We went to an uncharted system. So I don't think we're going to do a base on the planet with the water, the other hot planet, because there really aren't going to be any crashed starships. Even though you would think there might be some on an uncharted system, I don't believe there are any. Which is bizarre, because you do see ships flying around from time to time. Alright, let's change our course. I want to be on the day side of this planet, please and thank you. So we're going to pulse jump. Looks like some form of neon atmosphere, giving us a lavender hue. Oh, terrain is varied down here. Alright, we're going to cut through some of these clouds. There you go. This plateau looks relatively flat. Here, we might get a good view from up here. Let's coast to a landing right here already. I think we'll set the starship down over here by the end. I can already see the gravitino ball clusters forming that the sentinels are surely guarding. Some heptaploid wheat. Nope, we're not taking off again. Almost took off. Extreme heat, high security, bountiful flora, medium fauna. Extreme heat. Well, it's not raging inferno storms. But the neon in the atmosphere of this planet is certainly trapping in a lot of the heat. We're just getting cooked. Or perhaps that's a different element, actually. I'm not sure what's in the atmosphere. It's a very decidedly lavender color, though. Okay, oh, we already have some fauna. Appear to be traveling in a pair. Process is dirt, long-distance migration. Oh, they appear to be a mated pair. Male and female. Okay. Well then, they might be combative if startled. Perhaps what we need are some ancient bones. How better than a natural burial site to assess the interest level of this planet? I think it's a brilliant idea. Oh, some sweet root. And we'll travel by foot so we don't miss some of these delectable plants here. Yum. And look at these craters, sort of the inverse of these plateaus. And this burial site is along here? I don't have a good explanation for the geological activity we've noted in this planet so far. We might have to take some mineral scans. Unexpectedly buoyant. Formed through a localized black hole. This is a plant. Inconsistent blossom. From aerobic digestion. Well, okay, that sort of makes sense. Let's get some more mineral scans. Ah, here you go. I bet you hold some secrets as to how this planet formed. What's going on here? Complex crystals formed from a comet fragment. No. Is this planet the result of multiple planetoid objects colliding together? Look at how many complex crystal comet fragments there are. and then consider the fact that we have these massive craters and then these huge plateaus, I'm almost wondering if, and they're full of these charged gravitino balls. Let's see how this mineral formed. I think we're onto it. Molten core. This rock has a molten core? From bedrock expulsion. That explains it right there. So what happened is you had large comet-sized objects strike the planet. They off-gassed whatever's in the atmosphere that helped increase the temperature, and then caused huge sections of the bedrock to shove upward. And that's what gave us these large platforms here. That's also why the gravitino balls are forming. You see, this mountain is actually, in fact, a piece of what's left of the comet. Those craters are just the initial impact. That's why if you look, you can see you have these sort of high areas smattered around these craters here. It's almost like the comet hit, you know, and then you got pieces of it broke off in different directions. That's what makes sense to me, anyways. Let's get these bones and see what we get. Something good? Alright, so we only got a blue. Ooh. That sentinel wants to know what I'm up to over here. Well, I was hoping to get, like, you know, a valuable skeleton. That one's a little far away, though. I think we're actually going to depart. Only because this planet is sort of makes sense. We've already figured it out. I'm not too terribly. I just don't want to stay here. I want to go back and build the bases. I don't know the proper way to say that, but I really want to do house maintenance, you know. But we can't leave anything here unexplored, and we're down to the final system. So let's look at our discoveries. Not the final system, I'm sorry. The moon, an unknown moon. So let us locate that on our charts, and it looks like right here. Is it? It is. It's the moon in the rings. A hexagonal moon. High sentinel activity. Alright. This is just the way it has to be then. It's an interesting system. But we didn't get any extreme anomaly planets or moons. We didn't get any tropical anomaly, or we didn't get any tropical planets or moons. We didn't get any ice ones or desert ones. So for an uncharted system, it's not that it's a bad system, but it didn't really hit what I was hoping for. That's okay, because we're going to put the pause on the exploration, especially since we're going to be trying to do those with the daily missions for Quicksilver. We're going to be seeing new systems as we do that. So instead, what we'll do is we'll focus on getting our bases squared away. We need to go back, visit our bases, collect our plants, get some power established to these areas. I mean, you know how many bases we have that aren't powered right now? It's shameful. It's shameful. And look at this. This moon is going to be in the planet's shadow. It's going to be eclipsed. Oh, this is going to be neat looking. Wait a second. Is it eclipsed? It appears to be in the shadow, but it's not really in the shadow. You're going to scan me? Yeah, there's valuable cargo on board. We are in the shadow of this planet. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go down to this hexagonal planet. Alright, hold on. Oh, he's like, oh crap! That photon cannon really smarts. My combat frigate's putting in some work. Good job. There you go. It's okay. Don't fret it. Don't fret it. It's just a minor little setback. Not even a setback, just a small delay. So, the real million-dollar question is, how is this planet illuminated by light? Oh, unless it's peeking around the other side of the planet. Here, let's hit the day side of this above the rings. I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to be very interesting. Man, look at the surface of this planet. I'm a fan. This is cool. Oh, it's all corroded. So we've got the rings, the planet, it's all... yeah, it's all very magical. Let's land. Winds of glass. Sentinels are ever present. So those are the rings, and that's like the... that's the planet, but we don't see the sun. It's odd because the sun is definitely illuminating our planet, but we are... is that our shadow casted on it? Oh, we keep falling in these little pits. No, we need to get somewhere high. Oh, look at that. It's a wise adult of its kind. How peculiar. No, we're gonna go up to the tallest thing we see and try to get a screenshot. I think we have to. Yeah. Problem is, I want the time of day to be back before we had the sunset. I wanted the normal lavender sky. Yeah, like that. Or what if... look at all this like gold coins on the ground. No, there's too much... there's so much ground clutter. Unless we're going to take a shot sort of highlighting everything like this. Sort of putting the anomaly front and center. Well, and then we also have to do it at night. So we go up a little bit, right? And we get one at shoulder level. I think that's appropriate. But what I really want is something like this. These are all really neat pictures. I don't always know which one's going to end up being my thumbnail. Sometimes one comes along that's so epic and... oh, jeez. That's pretty neat. We had to grab that one. Sometimes an image comes along that's a little obvious it's going to be the thumbnail, but usually I don't know. And Usually I'm figuring it all out as I go. Humming sack, curious deposit. What the heck is going on over here? What are all these rank 3 anomalies over here? What is this? Oh, the curious deposit. Right, well... let's go ahead and recharge all of our things first. Alright, then what we'll do is we'll switch to the mining beam. There we go. So what we want are... not the superoxide crystal, carbon crystals. That's what we're looking for. We need lots and lots of carbon. Not the chlor... well... I don't think we have a ton of chlorine, but I know we absolutely do need the carbon. I mean, we needed a lot more than... I guess let's go ahead, we'll take it. Might as well. Now the real kicker is, where are our decorative fixtures? And by that I mean, of course, you know, our little hexagonal light up trees. We need some of those. We're not leaving without some, so might as well start scanning plants and minerals. What did that say? Nutrient source, the lost. Notes, it has a fungal soul. Are you kidding me? Anomalous nutrients is diseased. Well, this is definitely some sort of secondary layer. Oh, look! It's almost like this hexagonal coating was manufactured over top of the actual Earth, and then it became a cave. Look at this. So if you go right on top of this, it's almost like a metal shell blanketing the Earth. Pieces assembled, picked up, they're floating, they're like coming off of it. Or it's just, you know, more indications of a simulation breaking down over time. There's your screenshot. I don't think that's not good for a thumbnail, but we do put a lot of the screenshots, if not all the screenshots, that never make it to being thumbnails up on the No Man's Sky Discord channel so that you can enjoy all of the nice 4K screenshots we take. So if you see one you're really partial to and you don't see it on the Discord channel with the screenshots, feel free to tell me, hey, I didn't see this one, and I will make sure I post it. So we're sort of exiting this forest of an anomaly here. As you can see, the hexagonal coating is less frequent over here. This looks more like natural terrain. Silicates, minerals, rocks. Oh, whoa! And in fact, it is still part of another layer above. Ooh, nope. We're getting out of here for that. I don't want any of that. Color me rather disappointed with the decorative items, the decorative anomalies. Thank you, that's the word I was looking for. I'm a little disappointed with their lack of existence. Not 100% what the right decision is. Do we stay? Do we continue to look for more? I would love to get a handful of these as a decoration. I really would. But they seem a little hard to come by. I'm looking for any that look different too, because it's possible they're just not showing up on my scan. Let's do one of these scans. I don't think that matters. But it's possible they're not yielding their little diamond icon. And so I'm like walking right past them. So I'm trying to run my scanner over most of this as well. Alright, that's quite a lot of noise. I don't see anything that was unidentified. I thought I saw something for a moment, but... And then we're looking for those little yellow question marks, and again, they are not to be found. What? Tritium? What the heck? Where did we get all that tritium from? I'm gonna have to rewatch the video. Oh, was that from killing the pirate? No way. Was there an asteroid we broke up that was particularly dense in tritium? No, maybe somebody gave us a bunch of tritium at the Nexus. Oh, I bet that's what it was. Somebody had a ton of tritium and they were just being generous, right? Of course. That's pretty epic. And I didn't notice. Fixated on my mission. I failed to be observant enough to notice. Well... we'll have to make sure we try and pay attention to that next time. None of these look different. None of these are decorations. Not a single one. It's possible that while some anomaly decorations are maybe more difficult to find than others, it's also entirely possible, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, it's also possible that different planets have different levels of rarity for their items. Similar to how some planets will have salvaged buried technology everywhere, and other planets will have it so sparsely located around the planet that it almost seems like there are none at all. So that being said, this is probably just a bad planet to try to secure these decorations from. That's about all I can think. Alright, it is time to depart. Ooh. Don't land on me, I'm sorry. Alright, that's all that's important. That's the wrong button. Okay, and according to the discoveries page, that's every planet. Wonderful. Now, being that this is an uncharted planet, we can't very well go to where we want without a base, can we? So we need a base just to build a terminus. Alright. Deep ocean it is. That's where we're going. It's either that... Actually, no, we don't want to do that. We want to warp to a new system. Yeah. We want to warp to a new system. If we warp to a new system, maybe a nice high wealth system, then we can use the terminus at the space station to go where we need to go, and then jump back there when it's time to pick up where we left off on our trail to the center of the galaxy. I believe that's the right decision. Plus, I just love having a good reason to come back onto our Imperial Cruiser capital ship. I just love it. Alright, I think, no, we're going to wait till we go to a high wealth system and then we'll sell these things. So let's look at our freighter warp drive and say, bing, there we are. Okay, so we want to go Galactic Core. We're just going to look at it for reference. Filter. No, no filter. Water, but it's no nothing. Oh, why did you do that to me? Water, and it's just one planet out in the middle of nowhere, uncharted. Looks cool, but not what we're looking for. Does seem like there's a lot of unexplored stars in this area. Perhaps. Oh, look at this. A nice, simple, single planet yellow star, high wealth economy, construction, stable combat with water. Okay, yes, that's where we're going. I accept these terms. And we're just testing to see if I need to cut these loading screens out, and it looks like I don't anymore, so that's good. Look at that, here we are. What am I hung up on? What is there a little... I don't know how I feel about that. Obstructing my movement? I'm not happy about that at all. Let's sell the bones. And... Yep, the magnificent skeleton, the grubby partial. Time-worn bone fragments. Yeah, sell all of that. And then I think what I'll do is we'll go ahead and process these last few elements. Ooh, everything's trying to prevent me from walking around here. I'm not happy about that. But we'll wrap up the episode, and then when we start our next episode, we'll check out this system. It's one planet at space station, and then we'll go back and do some base maintenance. But until next time, take care.